You know what time it is, folks. Another noon whistle. I'm Chris Trottier. This is my partner, Jon Anzelon, and we get to welcome Chris Clapper, Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce. Well, welcome, Chris. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks so much for having me, Chris and Jon. I look forward to this session together.
Welcome. Yeah, this will be good. Can't wait. Hey, Chris Trottier, before we jump into talking to Chris Clapper, we got some new graphics up here. What have you been doing in your time here?
We're doing something now. Like, we started off, we struggled, but yeah, we added the ElkWorks logo. And if you want, go to the Elkhorn Area School District website and you can find the ElkWorks down at the tab below on the 8-panel part. And if for those of new listeners, ELK, although we know it as the Elkhorn Area School District mascot, it also stands for Earning, Learning, and Knowledge, which is really our career-connected learning model and all the cool things we do at the Elkhorn Area School District. And if you haven't noticed, we got the Elkhorn Chamber in the top right. Pretty fancy.
Yeah.
We do. A little guest logo. You're stepping up your game, Chris. Nice work.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. Do I just say Chris 1 or Chris 2 since I got two Chris's going on here? Or?
I'll commit to listening. How's that? So just say Chris.
Wow. Yeah. Whoa, thank you.
That's big. That's big.
Yep.
So Chris Clapper, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time with us. I guess to start out, just give us a little background on the chamber and benefits to the community.
Well, the benefits to the community of the Elkhorn Chamber, we have two facets at the Elkhorn Chamber. We are a partner-based organization that will promote our partners. They don't necessarily have to reside in Elkhorn. Maybe they have a presence in Elkhorn. We try to build up, help with their marketing, any of their needs, whether it be staffing, specials that they do. And one other feature that we do at the Elkhorn Chamber is we are the tourism entity for the city or the Elkhorn zip code. So we, at my office, there's two of us. There's myself and Kate Abbey, and we promote trying to get visitors to come to Elkhorn and see what a great community we are, to live, work, or play, kind of like the elk, the phrase that Chris used earlier. That is a great thing that we do in the Elkhorn community, and we love everything that we do and our partners. And the Elkhorn School District is a great partner of ours. We enjoy working with Chris, the quiet Chris right now, Chris Trottier, Jason Tadlock, and Jon Anzelon as the community engagement. I think the partnership and the commitment that the both entities that we have to the Elkhorn community is amazing. So,
Chris, you do a great job. You're very active, not only with the community, but obviously with the school. And it is a pleasure to work with you. And I'm always amazed at what you guys do with really two people at the forefront of the chamber, as well as a lot of volunteers that help you out. But it's still amazing all the activities, events, and things you do for the community. And you're easy to work with. It's a pleasure to work with you. So thanks for all you do.
Well, thanks, Jon. Like I said, there is only two of us. We're just coming off of a huge weekend event, which was our annual tree lighting, our Christmas parade, and then Let It Glow, which was on the fairgrounds. Again, Kate and I could not do all that we do without the amazing support of our partners, area community businesses, and even if they aren't partners, they step up to the plate and help us out with things that we do and what they believe in for our community. So we are so very grateful for that.
What benefits does a chamber member have? If I'm a business and I want to sign up to be a chamber member, what does that mean for me?
Well, first of all, you become part of a network of in excess of 300 businesses that we represent or partner with. One of the biggest things is our community guide that we put together on a yearly basis that gets distributed to the 53121 zip code. We print almost 30,000 of them, and we distribute them at golf shows, people that call and want to find out more about our community or are considering moving here, things like that. It's a great promotional piece. We have a great Facebook presence. You have the opportunity to partner with events and get your name out there, exposure, and then just supporting the community as a whole. As you know, this community is very strong and very deep, and when it's in need, they all step up. So that is what's great.
Yeah, it is a great thing. I think we have such a unique community in the partnerships that we have and how everyone works together and everybody pulls for everybody to help out. Chris Trottier.
Yes, sir.
Anything to add to that?
No, I just think that, having moved, brought my kids here, became employed here about almost a decade ago. I think, having a relationship with a chamber, last week we had Derek from Waseda. We strategically chose two of our economic development groups to kind of launch into our guest session, and we'll have more guests in the future. Next week we'll have Sam Stebnitz from Stebnitz Builders, class of 2018. And I think just having those two, arrived here and felt the welcome from those people, and really Chris and Derek just reaching out to see the school district as a viable partner really has opened doors for our kids, for our community. And I can't speak, highly enough about the relationship we have with the chamber. We get to, we have meetings there. We're on Rotary together. It's just an active presence that's where you see a community. Everybody's coming together to just lift up our town, our city, our county, and our region. I have nothing to say other than, celebrations for what we're trying to do here, what Chris does every day, what John, you do, what our, Joanne Pella does. I think it's just a real celebration of our community.
It is. Chris, I just was jotting some stuff down, thinking of all the times that you work together with the school. I mean, outside of like your community interaction, which is amazing. And some of those things that came to mind, whether it's hosting the community Christmas dinner through the school and getting that out and using, the kitchen and volunteers and all that, all the volunteer opportunities that our kids have available to them through the chamber for all the events you do at the fairgrounds or downtown or food truck festivals or just general volunteer, and all the kids you've employed over the years through the school district or summer help or, logistical help with things. I mean, I could go on and on. I had jotted down a few, but yeah, Oktoberfest, we partner with doing the run walk for the event through the school, marketing, public relations, all those things and all the things that we share. I think it's amazing. And I don't know if it's unique to other communities and chambers. You may know that, but it sure is a great thing here.
I think other communities, I get asked this all the time, to be honest. How do you have such a great relationship with your school district? And I think it comes down to is the school district's involvement in seeing what can happen when you do partner together. For example, we had some career academy students last week. We had 2 different sessions of them on Thursday. And to be honest, without those boys and girls, those young men and women who came on Thursday to help us get trees moved, they pounded in, they put on lights, they decorated things, they moved things for us. We were just like, hey, okay, we need to do this. This group goes here, this group goes there. And they did it. And Jen from this, she's like, we want to do this again. And like, we're actually going to call her this week and say, hey, we got to move some stuff again. And their willingness to hop in, and you see those kids in a different light. And I love the fact that the majority of my summer interns have all come from the Elkhorn School District. The first year that we were able enough to have an intern, actually Cindy Smith, one of our good supporters and things, she's been on and off my board said, hey, I got a great girl that would fit this role. And to this day, and she is employed and graduated college. I consider her a dear friend. She comes back to the Christmas parade and helps us work. And she's in her mid-20s. You know, who does that? I don't know. The school district has engaged and taught these kids that the community you belong in or live in is vital to helping you along the way. And that's why we are so thankful in being able to have this relationship. And I feel I could call Jason at any time. I do call Jon often and say, hey, I need a special young man or woman or lady to help me out here. And Chris, we've called and talked, and it is awesome. So I can't thank you enough for that relationship.
Well, Chris,
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I guess, yeah, that's where I was going. I think I could safely say for Chris and I, like, thank you so much. And I know starting in the position I am as community engagement coordinator in my 5th year, like, you were huge. And I thank you, yes, and helping me in that instant partnership and stuff we started working on right away. And I know you do that with the businesses you work with and the people that are part of the chamber and aren't a part of the chamber. So, like, Thank you for all you do for the community. And Chris Trottier, that's my thank you for today, is
all right
in the chamber, and Kate.
Are we at that time?
We are heading into that time, buddy.
Okay, so Chris, this is the time where we like to pull over from the numerous questions we provided, and you get an opportunity for a shout out or a thank you to anybody you want. So, Jon thanked you. I am going to thank Gateway Technical College and Mrs. Katie Groff, who I just left a meeting. She manages our youth apprenticeship grant, and she hosted a mentor training via Zoom for all of our local businesses, and it was well done, and it was great to see our presence as a district on there. So high five, shout out to Gateway Technical College and Mrs. Katie Groff. All right, Chris, you're up.
Hey, coming off of Let It Glow, the parade, and our tree lighting, I have to give a big shout out to the city of Elkhorn, and mainly Matt Lindstrom, Ken Babcock, and the DPW that went above and beyond to create a safe environment for the parade. With some unfortunate circumstances last year with the Waukesha, they came to me and said, we're stepping up. We want everyone to be safe. I know we had a little delay in the front of the parade because they didn't feel the route was secure. They're like, no, we want to make sure this is secure, that no one can ever get hurt. And not that no one ever can get hurt, but we don't want this to be on our watch. So we are doing this. And with those added efforts, I mean, everybody felt safe. It was just a smooth parade. It's probably one of our longest parades so far. And to me, that's a great thing, that people are willing to come back out and to become involved in their community and show that community spirit. So kudos to the city of Elkhorn, the DPW, the electric department, who does a whole bunch of behind the scenes for us. I don't think people even know what they do to get it off the ground. Until you've created or been part of an event like that, you're like, holy cannoli, this takes a lot of work. And it does.
Sure
I think it's just another example of all the partnerships that go on between entities in our community, that people think things just happen and they wouldn't realize or have a reason to realize it. But yeah, that's good to share that. And I don't want to cut you short, but we're heading that time where
we sure are, Jon. Thanks for the reminder. Hey, just so you know, Chris, thank you for attending another Noon Whistle. Quick shout out. Again, we're going to have Sam Stebnitz, class of 2018, on the next Noon Whistle. You can find us at the Elkhorn Community Engagement Facebook page, Elkhorn Area High School YouTube page, Chris Trottier's Twitter account, and LinkedIn page. And we will share this video out via a YouTube link. Chris, we'll get it to you so you can share it to your whole team. And we would encourage everybody who was mentioned today jump on at noon. Check us out every Tuesday at the noon whistle and look for our recording. So on that note there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Have a great
guys.
week, everybody.
Bye-bye.